Seems legit.
So I went to Bunnings, which is my local hardware store, so you can do that wherever you live, and I got this welding metal corner. Now I know my husband uses these, he has a bunch, but I wanted to start with a clean one, mainly so you could also see the packaging. It is just a cheap one, I think it was maybe $6. And I have got this box cutting knife or Stanley knife, which apparently you still have to install the blade. It's all inside, so that'll be nice and safety for me. So we are going to put puns on both of these because I am childish. But the first thing we need to do is remove the stickers. Now I will be removing both sides and then seeing which side looks nicer. And I'm doing this, it's like a waxing technique to get off the extra sticky because there was just a little bit. If you do, however, have a lot of sticky, you may need to use an alcohol wipe or something to get it off. We're going to see about this side because I like to pull them like along instead of up. I find I have more success that way. We still did get a bit though. I don't know if you can see that. But I'm just going to use the other bigger one to basically wax it off. Or wax more on. It could go either way. Alright, so there is still a little bit of residue. You can especially see that on the angle with the sunlight. So, in my handy dandy drawer of tricks, it's not quite a box, I buy these alcohol wipes. These are from Woolworths. It's like $4 for the pack, and you get a 50 pack, which is pretty good. The reason I like these is because they are single use. You don't need to then have a cloth as well, and if one's open, you're only kind of wasting that much. Now, the alcohol wipe might not get it off, although it does appear to be working, which is awesome. So I'm just scratching it back and forth. Beautiful. So both sides look good, so you can pretty much engrave either side. It doesn't really matter. But I just wanted to see, because maybe one side, because it was such a cheap knife, I think it was like $3. Because it was such a cheap knife, there's a helicopter. Welcome Army Town. It's fine. I'll just keep going. Alright. So this is a magnet, essentially. Really big magnet. So I'm just going to... This side paint job looks nicer than this side. This side's got like some little bubbles. Oops, I just dropped my stuff. Oh, it's all happening. All right, so I'm just gonna clean this surface. Okay, these are now ready to laser. I like to always clean the surface. We'll also clean it afterwards and I'll show you all the residue that comes off. So let's go to the computer and design. Alright, so they are literally just words, so I didn't show you how to type words into Lightburn because I figure that's like a basic 101 and you can see me do it in other videos anyway. So what we are going to do first is I always just like to frame it first and then I can put my thing underneath. Don't forget to adjust your height. I'm doing that here. So you pull down the kickstand, I lift it up nice and high because it is a lot taller, and then I decide how I want to angle it. So because it is a right angle, I will actually move it in a second. So you just let it sit on the kickstand and push it up. That's how tall it's going to be. I was a little concerned about this because it is quite a strong magnet and I was hoping it didn't do anything bad to the laser, but it did seem to work fine. Now my settings for this were 100% power and 85% speed. I would recommend doing it at 50% speed as it will just be a little bit deeper than what I ended up with. And you can see me I just keep making sure that it is within the space. Don't be afraid to frame multiple times. I've sped this up really, really fast, as you can see. It also glitched out for a little bit, but you can see here that most of that coloring is coming off onto my little wipey thing. These are designed to clean glasses, but they work just as well for all things laser. And you can see how dirty that is already. The only downside with these is they do dry out quite quickly, so each project you basically open another packet. But you can see there, you could see there, that it did actually still engrave. Now, this was a trial. I'm just going to tell you right now, it didn't work out. So I tried to laser it with the same settings that I just had, and it wasn't deep enough. So all it did was kind of burn the glue to the knife. So then I tried it on the other side of the knife, deeper, and it still didn't work. So you can see here I have 100% power, 50 speed, millimeters per second. I work in seconds. And I just engraved it straight onto the knife. This got a much better result, and I think it's really cute and funny.